we start talking about simple, there is no avoidance of talking about air rifles. What more simple than an air rifle? I mean, if you grow up here in America, or probably in any part of the world, you probably either have seen in the movies air rifles or BB guns, or you yourself have used it. In fact, even in Cuba, you can find pellet guns. Yes, absolutely. The Even the government actually have in areas that you can go in a little gallery. You can use little breakdown 117 pellet guns, and just shoot at it. I think it was like a quarter for like 10 pellets. And people did it all the time, and it was great. Growing up, I was awesome. Part of the school too. Crazy enough, air rifles really don't have a lot of restriction, unless that you live in New York, or what was the other area that I saw? New Jersey. I think it does have a bit of restriction. Chicago also regulates them more tightly than the rest of Illinois. So, but you gotta. It all depends on the local area. Federal, there's no regulations. A air rifle, a pellet gun, it is not considered based per the federal government. It is not considered or treated as a firearm. Locally, something different, but something to consider. Now, why I'm saying all of this is because the moment that you start thinking about how simple can I be, well, it's really hard to beat 500 of this, and this is a 22 pellet, which has a little bit more heft, more punch than a regular 117. For comparison, I'm actually going to take two out and show you guys. Now, the price too is something to consider. A 500 round, or 500 a box, a can like this, a 500 pellets is going to cost you way less than 522s, and the 22 is the cheapest up there. Now, for comparison, here's one, here's the other. Oops, and I drop it. That's how small they are. All right, here it is. All right, side by side. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's a little hard though. All right. Well, you know what a pellet looks like. So, can that gives you a meal? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, if you search, you're probably gonna see a short in my videos.
Oh, hey, Dad. You might want to come out here because there's a chubby bird. I just wanted to tell you that. So,
I think it's named "The Food Is Running Away," where we had grouse in our yard, and I took them down with that one. With to be more accurate, with this pellets. I actually prefer this ones, and I get this ones at Walmart. I get them at Walmart, and I prefer this ones pretty much because it gives me a better accuracy. It does have this red point for accuracy purposes. It just works. And this one comes 125 for another example. This one 200, and this one the 500. And you can stock away so much that it's not even funny. Now, I don't currently have a rifle, a pellet gun in 117. What I do have is a pistol in 177. I'm sorry, I keep saying 117. That's the one that I have. Yes, it's very accurate, but I use, honestly, the rifle the most. So, for simplicity, I think everybody should have at least a air rifle, a pellet gun. I think it's a very valuable tool to have, and it's something that you should consider. For example, those birds actually give me 2 meals for 2 days. Actually, not a meal. It gave me enough food for 2 days. Because what I do is I love making green peas splits. I will highly recommend everybody to start looking into these things. This bag, I think this is a pound. Yes, 1 pound. Great value brand. Don't think that if you buy a different brand that is more expensive, you're gonna get something better. Trust me on it. They're all in the same silo. The only thing that changes is the packaging. So the cheapest is best for you. Save yourself some money. But this right here, if I remember correctly, provides me 13 servings. 13 servings. So usually what I do is I do half of it, and I do it in the Instapot, and I plan to share that with y'all. And I put a bird inside, a grouse, for flavor, meat, and whatnot. Because the meat is a little tough and it's a little dark, but once you cook it, you get all of that in your soup, if whatnot. Let's just call it soup. You don't feel it. I'm not gonna go into details of the recipe. We'll touch on that later on in a different video where I share with y'all how to make those stews and whatnot. Currently, I can't do it because I kind of ate all my grouse, and I don't think I can have any more until August. I know. That is how good it is. Probably we're gonna try to go to the White Mountains because I believe until the end of the month, we can at least harvest. Which one is that? It's not grouse, is ptarmigans. So if we can get a few, to do a little bit more, I'll let you guys know. I may have some quails left somewhere around. If I do, I will do it with quails. Same thing, quails I just add 2. Quails are just smaller. But yeah, I use half of it and 1 bird, and that is food for the entire day, actually. Because we try to, one of the things that we are doing is that we try to, before we eat, we get a cup, a mug, and we fill it up with the soup and whatnot, and we have the soup, and then we have our regular food, our salad with meat and whatnot. But we try to be as healthy as possible because as we age, we have to look after ourselves a little bit more. I can't take the same amount of sodium that I used to when I was in my 20s. So the spam, yes, I do have it there. Once in a while, it's okay, and I have to drink a lot of water. But I have been doing no salt whatsoever, and every time that I have a little bit too much salt, I can tell. So believe it or not, at the beginning it was a little bit harsh, but now I'm used to it, and it is always for the better. But yeah, air rifles, in my opinion, are one of those things that everybody should have. I don't know your situation. I don't know your finances, but all I can say is, you can order some of these things even from Amazon, and it will be delivered to your house. They are very quiet, very, very quiet. In fact, I don't have any restrictions when it comes to, like, I can have my private range in my property, and it is allowed. I will not have a trooper coming in, checking on me. I will not have the borough per se, or the government coming and knocking, saying that, oh, you're doing something wrong. No, it is totally allowed. But I use my air rifles. It's just my preference, I guess. The other thing is, it's a lot cheaper. And if it does the work, why not, right? why not? So just to give you a comparison, this is the smallest one that I have. Again, I'm showing you 22. This one brings 125, and for comparison, here is a box of 22 regular 50 rounds. So 250, 50 rounds. I don't know. You tell me. What obviously a 22 is going to be superior, but if you using it, just to be quiet and you don't want to spend in a shusher, because you just don't want to go through the fingerprinting, the pictures, the registration. There's no longer a $200 tax. When I did mine, I did have to pay the $200, and you don't want to carry paperwork and whatnot. I can tell you that a pellet gun really is quiet. Now you have several options when it comes to it. You have the spring loaded ones, which this one right here. Sorry, I'm all over. This one right here and this one right here are both spring, meaning that you have to open it. And this one you gotta push, and then the other one you break it. You break the barrel, and then you put one shot. There are others that use little cartridges, CO2s. There are others more expensive that I looked into it once upon a time, but the price tag, I was like, no, for that I just get a regular firearm. But there are others with a really large CO2 tank with high pressure that they use a bigger caliber than a 22, and they even rated to take large animals. And again, it's an air rifle, meaning that it's not regulated. Don't quote me on it, but I don't think those are even regulated by the federal state. Again, don't quote me on it. Do your own research. But for my purposes, small game, they do work really well. They do work for birds. They do work for squirrels. They do work for rabbits. I have taken down raccoons back in the day. That rifle right there is over. Is it 10 or 12 years old? It's old. It is old. So it had been with me for a very long time, and I think when I bought it, was in the 160. I think nowadays the same one goes for 190 or so. I'm actually was thinking about getting another one. This one actually is hang right next to the door in the entryway. Because if I look outside and there is a bird and then we are in season, you better believe it that I'm going outside and harvesting those birds, because my split green peas need that that meat, and it's all natural. Another thing is that you can definitely make your own pellets. We did them in Cuba. Not the 22, because there was no 22. At least I was not. I didn't ever shoot a 22 pellet gun. It was always the 177, the small one. But we made pellets. Essentially, we got a nail. We measured the nail that it was the same diameter of the pellet. We file it down a little bit. We round the tip, and then we got a piece of metal, and we drill to the exact measurement of a pellet. And what we did is we just we will stamp lead. We get a sheet of lead, and sometimes it was a chunk of lead, and we just hammer it down like to get a sheet yay big, and then we put it in there, and we just stamp, and of course they were not pretty, but they did the job. So yeah, just keep that in consideration. In fact, I had a few friends who own pellet guns, and they never had an issue with the police, even in the island. So maybe they got lucky, maybe they didn't care, but again, they're not treated as a firearm in most places. I don't know where in your country, depending and possibly in the velocity. I've heard that before. Let us know down in the comment section below what is restricted, what is not restricted. Here in the US, they really don't have a lot of regulations. In fact, I don't even think there is an age restriction. Don't quote me on it. The stores may ask you for you to be 18. I know Walmart will, but that's just a policy of the store. I just don't know whether or not there will be an age restriction for it. That's another thing that I will be curious to know. Let us know in the comment section whether your state have restrictions, age restrictions, whether your state requires them to don't discharge and set the limits, whether they required to register. Just let us know. I'm curious about that. Now, in regards to everything else, I think I mentioned pretty much everything that I want to say about air rifles. My knowledge is limited to spring loaded. In my personal opinion, I think the CO2s are great, but that you're gonna have to buy more and more and more all the time, and to me that's just not cost effective. That's why I went with the spring loaded. Bad thing about spring loaded, one shot. So become accurate with it. Otherwise, if you miss and the bird leaves or the rabbit leaves, you lost your shot, and it takes a bit to reload as fast as you want to be. It takes a bit. One of the things that I learned is like you put a few in your mouth, and as you're walking, you shoot and you immediately just get it off your mouth. But that comes with a cost. If you do a blood test after that, your lead levels are going to be high. So don't put pellets in your mouth. Remember, they're made out of lead, and lead is poison. So that's some of the things that we did growing up. I don't want you to do it. Be safe. So yeah, that's pretty much my spiel for air rifles. Would definitely be one meal at a time, because essentially you have one shot at a time. But if you become good at it, trust me, that one shot is all you need.